Not quite on this guy. What? What? Gal. Okay. I'm just gonna double back around and see if there isn't any clearly there's a few further enemies up here, but there might be enough for me to finish off the quest. Thundering Charm banishes a cresting exile. This is what I was talking about before. If you kill the right, I thought you could only get it off the elementals. Seemingly not. But if you kill the elementals, well, this is what I was saying before. I was wrong, but I'll finish the thought. If you kill the elementals, you can get an item that banishes or exiles no banishes, sorry, the elemental, a particular elemental type. I'm actually gonna need at least 4 more of these. I can only see 3 from here. Don't want to quite summon. There we go. Attack. There we go. Beautiful. And annoyingly, actually, I don't think I got. I think one of them stinged out on me. So I still need to kill at least 3 more. Okay, I'm gonna have to kill the next one with kill next one with draining. I'll pop it. Geomancer Flint Dagger. Annoyingly, Flint Dagger here doesn't actually 45 fire damage a second to nearby enemies. Sorry, 45 fire damage every 3 seconds to nearby enemies. Alright. Not particularly worried. Nice. See the little rock spinning around his staff? That's what shamans used to have. Remember Rock Biter? That used to be a enchant they had, as far as I remember anyway. And they would put a little rock spinning around their weapon. Oh, I lost my imp. Also, you can see the enemy here having frost armor. That's an old mage ability. I don't believe mages have this at all, not even frost mages now. But mages and warlocks both had armor spells. They seemingly have been removed.
I need a target.
Dwarf mage. Mine. But yeah, the quest I got here is actually a neutral one. So when I run through here on an alliance character, likely that dwarven priest,
Not enough mana.
there we go. We'll be doing this one as well. Similarly, down here is neutral. I need 2 more. Annoying. Nice. Though annoyingly, I didn't get the emote that time. Okay. Love when he just decides, you know, let's attack the minion. Let's not go to the organ grinder. Let's beat up the monkey. two of us in this cave. There really isn't enough room. Well, not enough room. Enough enemies here, you know. It's not. It was very easily cleared out. Thankfully, they're respawning now, though. I meant hit 5. There we go. And that time they didn't even hit the my actual minion. They hit one. They hit one of the summons. You know, I'm actually tempted in recording some Torchlight. I wasn't really a fan of the game first time through, but damn it, I kind of want to play it again. You know, maybe I'll like it more this time. Somehow I doubt it, but you know, you live in hope, eh? I'm feeling like I should be DEing all of these, whether I can auction them or not. But I'll wait and see. This cluster of shards looks much. Oh, to be honest, I suppose it is a cluster of sorts. To be honest, I'd have called it a shard. Well, like these are just stuff broken off this. I suppose it is a cluster then. Is that? Yeah, it is technically true. Just given how it just looks like, you know, a few bits broken off this overall bit, but they're still part of it in a sense, you know, floating with it and all that. Just ends up looking to me like one thing, but technically, yeah, it is a cluster. It is a cluster. I'm nitpicking. It's just, you know, going off gut feeling kind of thing, you know? Our gut perception. To be honest, I think my stomach should stick with, you know, digesting food and not perceiving things. It's not very good at it. This cluster of shards looks much like the shards of Miseral, but the same feeling of security does not pulse through them. Ah, you activated these shards, or to feel more myself. But alas, I'm still far from free. 4 stones of binding are scattered throughout Arati. These stones keep me pinned beneath the earth. To unlock them, you must unlock the strongest, the stone of inner binding. To do that, you must gather keys from the other 3. These stones are watched by guardians, but if you're clever or lucky, you might be able to find ways to banish them. I'm gonna have to kill you. You can see my imp making its journey up this way. Damn. I was hoping we could just watch it come all the way back, you know? I love, you know, like I've played Duskers before, and I love just like ordering my minions to do stuff and seeing it carried out, you know? While it's nice to play and actually be directly controlling it and doing that, it's also nice to issue an order and see it being bubbled out, you know? Just remind myself of a pet I had once. I'm not going to go into it. It's a bit of a sad memory. Maybe another day. Maybe another day. Not much of one to say never, but it's just a not right now. Burning key, cresting key, thundering key. Thundering charm banishes a cresting exile. So yeah, if you go to a burning thing, you get it's like rock paper scissors, you know. You choose rock, you defeat scissors, that kind of thing. In the old days, it seems you had to come to these NPCs to get into a PvP thing. And indeed, not quite so old days, you need to go to Agani Capital City. They'll have battle masters there. They may still do have battle masters, but now you just hit I and go from there. Okay, I need to get raptorized, 10 of them. Regrettably, each of these raptors are either going to be blind or only have one eye, despite what the model may say otherwise. That did less damage than I was anticipating. Unless I missaw how much it had before the meteor dropped. Okay, there's one here. Brain. There's one here. One here. Here. And here. In a way, even if I do have to kill more enemies than necessary for a quest, it's not actually that big of a deal because it gives me more chances to get more shards. Also, depending on the enemy, I may also get stuff that I can auction. So I end up making a bit more money for myself. Still, I don't think this character will be the one to get me the... Can only humanoid or undead, eh? Still, I don't think this character will be the one to get me pets, or the other thing, given how much they cost. What I think I'll have to do is, I need to do it on Palnai. I need to do it on him. One benefit to questing at the same time as someone else, at least in this case, is less enemies I need to fight. There is no loot. I've never seen this be an issue before. This is strange and poorly designed, given that we're Horde and Alliance. I know, it just seems strange that he could effectively deny me loot, you know? Interesting. Seems like for the upside of not needing to fight through as many enemies means we have to stand here and wait for this to cooperate. We might have needed to wait that as long, but whatever. I'll kill off as many raptors as I can see as I'm going. Regretfully, I can't skin them, but we all have our own burdens. As I was saying in Legion, though, the episode I was saying in isn't out by now. I've been watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood as of late. Quite enjoy it. It's a good show. I have actually, funny enough, around when I started watching it, someone else had started watching it. They were complaining it was very, you know, silly. It's silly starting off. It's more goofy starting off. There's not, and though saying that, there's still nods to a fucking genocide, even early on in it. It gets a lot more serious as it gets on and gets into it, you know? It works its way in. It's good. It is good. Would recommend it if you like go. If you, I'm not much on like genres of anime. Like, I don't know much about that. You know, I know I remember when I was a kid, I liked the card Capture Sakura. Tsubasa was interesting to me. Holic was nice too. You know, this kind of thing. I know what I like. I don't know enough to say the like, oh, this is this genre and I like it, you know. But yeah, I do like if like go look up what genre and whatnot for FMA is. You know, if it sounds good, if that's the kind of thing you're into, I do quite recommend it. You know, it's like with WoW, I can say it's an MMO. I'm not sure what genres FMA, Fullmetal Alchemist will fall under. You know, I'm not quite that savvy with the whole thing. So I can't really say much. But yeah, I do quite recommend it. It is good. Like with the other person, just give it a bit to get going. You know, don't write it off too soon. Still saying that you mightn't be bothered by that in the slightest. You know, it's each individual person. You know. Though I swear some of the episodes I felt deja vu watching them. I remember seeing the original FMA. Like, there's the manga, and I've read that 8 years back. And years back before that, I watched the first anime series of Fullmetal Alchemist. And I swear some of these scenes from Brotherhood are basically episodes from the other thing. The Brotherhood kind of skims over the early bit of the Fullmetal Alchemist story. It gives you, like, it leaves out one story with a guy, some guy oppressing the people of this village in mine area. It kind of just skims over that, and it just says like, oh, Ed did this off screen kind of thing. Like, they reference it, but it just all happens off screen. Let me stop and heal. He kind of like summarizes some of the early stories. It actually adds in an extra one for the very first episode, but kind of summarizes it, I swear. But anyway, my point was that simply some of those scenes just look really familiar to me. It's as if they just took it from the earlier anime, or maybe it's a case of me, like, like when you're reading a book, you could hear like, say you're reading Simpsons comics, you could hear Homer's lines in his voice, or if you're recollecting it, like you've started adding in, like you've started almost animating it in your recollection, in your mind's eye. It might have just been still images on paper, but you end up seeing it as if it was. You end up thinking it was an episode from the show. Maybe that's the case, but yeah. Some of the early episodes I end up getting a sense of deja vu, because I swear it was like line for line from what I remember him saying elsewhere, either the manga or the early episodes of the other show. One or the other. I've utterly no clue. Hopefully I'm being coherent. But yeah, I do quite recommend it. It is a good show, and even in the dub, it's fine. I guess Ed is a bit whiny, but to be honest, it's perfectly tolerable. And to be honest, that's just kind of Ed for you, really. I've also seen Space Dandy a while back. That was pretty good as well, actually. What was the other thing we watched? We've seen Space Dandy. We've seen bits of I've seen all of Trigun. We've seen all of Cowboy Bebop. We've seen Old Noah. That was okay. I remember someone afterwards was saying that the main guy's a bit of a Mary Sue, and to be honest, I can certainly see where they're going with it. And to be honest, if he probably is. Probably is thinking they could have avoided that by making other people a bit more useful, There was one episode where like he isn't in it really. He's only in it for like a couple of seconds, but like even in that episode, he's the answer to their issue. Like if they had a few more episodes where